What is up, all? Starkweather, The Sheltering Night came out in 2010 on Death Wish Incorporated Records, and they are a five-piece from Philadelphia, and they play progressive, metallic, hardcore. That, fused with free jazz, electronic ambience, and just a lot of different styles thrown in there. It sounds very death metal at times. It sounds very black metal at times. And it breaks off into like post-hardcore sound at times. Starkweather have a very dense sound, and it's very difficult to penetrate for the untrained ear. There's just a lot going on. I mean, Starkweather will start off with electronic ambience and then build into these sludgy, thick, and crushing sludge riffs. And the vocalist will rip in with his crossbreeding of different styles. It just tears across the track with his vocal delivery. It's like a cross between like death metal vocals, and at times it sounds, he gets so guttural it's like black metal vocals, and then he'll break off into very clean vocals, but the clean vocal delivery to me is the most disturbing. It sounds very tortured. Like, to me it sounds like he's like trying to comfort his victim or something. He's just like petting a dead body, and he's like, that's what I think of. It's just very psychotic sounding. It's like a cross between like Tom Waits at his most bizarre and like the vocalist from the band Oxbow, like duking it out. It's like extremely bizarre and crazy. Like, gives me goosebumps. Yeah, he'll tear across the track with his vocals, and you're just like, you're almost like, you know, while this is all going on, you know, the metallic, very sludgy, crushing riffs and the vocal delivery, there's like this underbelly, and like the other musicians are just playing like free jazz, and it's just like you hear these weird noodlings going on in the background. It's all very like high pitched, like harmonics going on, and just like the bass is right there. Like, you don't even know the bass is right fucking there, and it's like it's in your face. That's how thick and dense it is. You can't even like hear it, but it's like definitely the instrument that will pull you through this very dense, bizarre, acquired taste of a sound. And there's also like strange voices going on in the background, like saying stuff, and then like some so soft that you can't hear them unless you have like straight up earphones on. And just last night I was listening to this record, and there's this voice in the background, and it's like, stay still, quit moving, like very soft, and I'm like, what the fuck? It seriously like creeped me out in a good way. But yeah, Starkweather totally like destroy your senses with discordance, and how they seamlessly transition from the different styles. I mean, at times, you know, the free jazz will come up to the forefront and take over, and then the, you know, crushing sludge metal riffs will just like dive out, and it's just like straight up like free jazz at times. It's a very bizarre record, very beautiful record. It's a very acquired taste. It's definitely a fine wine. Starkweather have been around since the late 80s, and they came up in the same time period as bands like Earth Crisis and Integrity, and they totally helped form what metalcore is. These guys are a huge, huge influence on Converge. Interviews with Jacob Bannon, definitely peep some out, like Google it. Talks fondly about listening to Starkweather records and how big of an influence they are on them. The Dillinger Escape Plan is another band these guys were a huge influence on, and they say that Starkweather is like one of their main influences. So it's definitely one of those bands that musicians are very much into. But yeah, this album, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a very very hard to get into at first. Our previous effort, Croatian, I bought, I think it was 2006. I had to shelve it for just a long time. Everyone was ranting and raving there. I'm like, #1 of the year on a bunch of lists that I was, peeping out. So, I'm like, I'll give this a whirl. I can handle this. I'm into complexity and, stuff like that. And it was very hard for me to get into. And it's that vocal delivery. If you can get past the vocal delivery, not even get past to it, if you could just begin to understand the vocal delivery, you'll be in complete fucking awe. I don't even know how he fucking does it. It's just even seeing videos of the vocalist play live is just mind-boggling. It's like bizarre. I'm like, how does he do this? He's like curling up in a ball, and he's got like all these different voices coming out of his voice box. It's just completely bizarre and amazing, and I highly, highly, highly recommend this record. I can't say enough good things about this record. Something that you can listen to over and over and over and over and constantly be refreshed with new material. And yeah, definitely peep it out. If you don't know who Starkweather is, hopefully I helped you guys out a little bit. And definitely peep this out. It's Starkweather, The Sheltering Night. Came out in 2010 on Death Wish Incorporated Records. Be prepared. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.